Hello, everyone, and welcome to Disc Golf Daily. I am here with Jason Curl of the LWS Open at Idlewild. And Jason, my first question has to be LWS. What in the world is LWS, and how did you guys get hooked up with them?
LWS is an accounting firm out of near Dayton, Ohio. It is owned by Blake Schaefer. It's a tax and accounting firm. They handle a lot of the taxes for the pros on tour, things like that. So we had the Idlewild Open. For a while, we were looking for a major sponsor, a title sponsor. We got in contact with Blake Schaefer, who does a lot, with disc golf in the area up there. So, couple talks, we got them on board to be a title sponsor, and from then on, it went from Idlewild Open to the LWS Open at Idlewild. Hugely supportive company.
Congratulations on finding a very good title sponsor. It's really fun seeing LWS Open at Idlewild, and I can't wait to watch you guys. Tell me a little bit about the local culture and the local support. What makes the LWS Open at Idlewild a great event?
Obviously, the course speaks for itself. I mean, our conversations with you were like, I want a tournament at Idlewild. Can you guys do it? Of course, we couldn't say no at the time. Other than that, we've got one of the oldest clubs in the United States. I think we're the second oldest. Hugely supportive. I mean, within 30 miles of downtown, we have 50 courses. We've got 3 or 4 local disc golf shops here in town. There's a tournament every weekend in town. Just the volunteer support. This event couldn't run without the volunteers that we have. Throughout the weekend, we'll have probably 300 volunteers on site helping us outrun the event.
So Cincinnati is a disc golf town.
Yeah, so Idlewild is actually just south of Cincinnati in northern Kentucky. But yeah, I think it was 2 years ago, it was ranked number 8 as disc golf cities in the U.S.
Nice. Is it Burlington, Kentucky? Is that the town?
Yes, Burlington, Kentucky. It's basically the Greater Cincinnati International Northern Kentucky Airport is actually in Burlington. Idlewild is
it just rolls right off the tongue.
Yeah. So Idlewild was actually on airport property until this year. The parks actually bought the land from the airport. So that's,
okay,
10 miles south of downtown Cincinnati in northern Kentucky is where we're at.
Okay. So you're going to have a lot of spectators come to this event. Idlewild will be deluged. What kind of special events do you have planned for the spectators outside of the tournament?
Okay, so LWS, obviously, they are going to be running flex starts throughout town, within the town. Tuesday will be at Mount Airy. They'll do a flex start. Wednesday, they will do a flex start at Lincoln Ridge. They're doing a flex start that Monday at Boone Woods. Wednesday night, we will also be doing a meet and greet / fly mart at the Florence Yalls Minor League Baseball Stadium, which is right next. If you've ever gone down 75 and saw the Florence Yall water tower, the Florence Yalls baseball field is right next to that. So that'll be Wednesday night. Tuesday, we will be doing the GK Pro Skins will be at Mount Airy. Oddly enough, that's where I'm sitting. That's where the Natty Disc Golf is. That's where our shop is at, on Mount Airy's course in Cincinnati. And then nothing really on Thursday. Thursday is our day to move everything in, finalize getting everything else set up, like the vendor village and things like that. Vendors will be on site Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I think I have 28 vendors currently.
Wow.
Dynamic Discs is our
What kind of food do you have?
Tacos, burgers, hot dogs, barbecue. We have a coffee stand. And finally, after 7 years of trying, we actually have beer on site this year. And shout out to
congratulations!
Yes,
that is a big deal.
Especially when you're dealing with a county park system. If you have it on a private property, it's easier to get beer on site. We had to jump through a bunch of legal issues that took us 7 years. So this year we will have a beer tent. Beer will not be allowed out on the course, but it will be in the vendor area, and Rheingeist will have a tent set up and all of that.
Congratulations on making that happen. I know that's been a long time coming and not easy to make happen. Hopefully
Yeah.
it all goes well this year and you can expand it next year. So, Jason, is there any special discs or merch that people can purchase to support the tournament and or commemorate the tournament and remember their time there?
So fortunately, we will have discs on site and on site only available for the event. Um, Fortunately for us, back in the day, we used to scrounge for money to raise from disc sales for the added cash and stuff for the event. We have gotten to the point where we do not rely on the disc sales for the added money for the event. So they are exclusively at site, available Wednesday at the Fly Mart, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. They all are all trilogy discs, because Dynamic Discs is our manufacturer sponsor. But like I said, they will be
Yep.
available all weekend at site on site.
Well, Disc Golf Daily is all about the growth of the sport, and I thank you for inadvertently stepping into or showcasing how the sport has grown. Those early days were kind of crazy with, hey, Adam and Jason, can you guys add $10,000 cash? And you guys look in your pockets and go, huh, we have to sell a lot more discs. And times have
Yeah,
changed, and we're becoming much more professional because we don't have to focus on selling individual discs. But if you're at the event, it's a great way to commemorate the fact that you were there. And if anybody sees an LWS Open at Idlewild disc, they got it on site.
for sure.
Um, so I'm going to jump into talking about the course now.
Yep.
Is Adam available, or do you want to talk about the course?
He just got here.
Hey,
What's up, Steve?
hey.
How you doing,
Hello
buddy?
there, Adam. Great to see you, sir.
Yeah,
Adam,
yeah.
do you want to
Can
pull a little closer?
you hug? Yeah,
I would love to get a virtual hug.
yeah. Yeah, good to see you, buddy.
Thank you, brother. Adam, what is new about the course? What have you changed at Idlewild in the last year?
Well, right now we're waiting on our park department to schedule the concrete guy. They're a little behind schedule on that. We're hoping to get it done in the spring, but we're adding two new forward tees for the women on hole 3 and 10. Those are the two of the next holes. We know that they just can't really score well on them. They're lucky to get par or worse.
Yeah.
So we're going to try and eliminate that issue, which we've done on several holes in the past. Other than that,
I like that tournament directors are cognizant about that now. That's fantastic.
I try to talk to a lot of the ladies after the event and get their feedback. Hogan's always been a great friend, and I talked to her for a couple hours on that Monday before she heads out. We discussed, specific holes and different experiences on the course, and her thoughts and those of others. Because, it's not that course was designed to beat the best, and we're trying to make it so it's not just for the pros, but for pro men, but also for the women. It gives them a chance to score and not, as like on hole 3, it's a newer par 4.
Yeah.
And they struggle just to get to the center of the landing zone from the current tee. So it doesn't give them a decent shot at even approaching the green. So this should alleviate that. The other one would be...
in your opinion, what holes are the most fun to watch? Because we're all going to be watching this on Disc Golf Network in the next few days. What holes are the most fun to watch, and should people definitely tune in for?
Well,
Hole 1.
Yeah. Hole 1's a great starting hole. I always thought we're going to keep it as a par 4, even though it is a reachable hole. I mean, it's 638 feet, 32 feet of elevation decrease, so the effective distance is only 545. And when you got most of the pros are able to get close to or within circle, it gives them a nice, easy birdie op start and opportunity for eagle for some of the long throws.
Hole 16.
Those putts on hole 1 are awesome to watch. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Hole 16, the 1,000-footer, is a good hole to watch.
Yeah.
Throws out a lot of equal opportunities again. 17 with the trees.
Yeah.
And I would go ahead and say 18.
Yeah.
Coming out of those woods on hole 18, if they get a great drive, it is that can be a 2-stroke swing easy.
Yes.
Fantastic finishing hole.
Yeah, and it's gotten easier. I mean, courses evolve; they usually get easier. You lose trees and stuff, so it's not as easy to make it more challenging. And with we cleared all of the brush between 12 and 18 to allow for more spectator viewing, better experience. But we will be planting trees
Great.
to bring those teeth back a little bit. Yeah.
Good. Planting trees on a live fairway is a challenge, and I wish you the best of luck, and I look forward to seeing those teeth as they grow back in. Who has done well at the tournament in the past, and are there any local / crowd favorites that you expect to do well?
Well, so there's never been a repeat MPO winner.
Yeah, never.
So to say who's done good at every one of them is
yeah. I mean, think about our first year in 2017 was Conrad, and he won after 3 rounds with 13 down.
Yeah.
And then last year was like 32 down.
Yeah. So it took them a while to get used to it and know how to attack the course. They were a little too aggressive in the beginning, and it bit them.
Paige
so would you guys expect? Would you guys expect anybody that has already won this tournament to win it, or somebody new to win it on the men's side?
Well, that's hard because Gannon won last year, who is playing solid right now.
He's got the best chance.
Yeah, I think Idlewild is one of those places. A couple of years ago, coming down to the last hole, we almost had like a 6-way tie. Depending on how that last hole played out, we would have had a 6-person playoff.
Yeah.
So it's like throwing whatever at a dartboard who's going to come back and play well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm no fortune teller.
All right. So I do have to ask, though, if you had a 6-person playoff, would you make them play in 2 cards? It's a joke. It's a joke.
Yeah.
To answer your other question, though, Rebecca Cox and Zach Arlinghouse are locals.
Yeah.
So they get a lot of support.
And how old is Zach now?
19, I think, out of high school.
Okay.
Yeah.
I remember he was 15 the first time I saw him. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Very good local player.
Yeah, and he's been playing a lot on tour this year. You know, it's basically his rookie year on tour.
Yeah. Thank you guys very much for this quick conversation. Is there anything else that you'd like to add about the vendors, the event, the sponsors, the spectators, what we can expect? Just any last closing words from both of you guys?
I'll go first. Definitely shout out to the sponsors, LWS, Dynamic Discs. Meet NKY as our local tourism board. They help out a lot. Adam is actually leaving here to go to an interview with a local news station who's doing a 4-part segment leading up to the event, which is great. Thanks to, Florence Y'all Stadium for having us back once again.
Yeah.
Rhine Guys for stepping up for beer this year. All 28 vendors that'll be there this year, all the food trucks. Spectators, go get your tickets if you're not there yet. It's inexpensive. VIP tickets sold out the day they went on sale. Now, the only difference between VIP and our GA at our event, VIP gets access to like 4 more holes that are too tight to accommodate more than 150 people. General admission, it's cheap, a lot of great viewing.
Or volunteer.
Yeah, or volunteers. Shout out to the volunteers. We can't do it without them. Our core staff, we've got like 12 people every year that do a lot of the back end work during the events as well. And thank you.
Awesome. Adam, any last words?
Yeah, thank you, Steve. You're the one that brought us in on this in 2016 down at the Directors Cup. You remember?
Yeah. Well, that's not why we're here today. We're here today because you guys are killing it, and we're all excited to watch what you guys have to offer. So, thank you both for.
County Parks?
Yeah, we got to
Please.
thank Boone County Parks.
By far the best park department in the state. So they do so much work. They actually have a 10 grand a year budget for disc golf improvements. They cover the bathroom trailers, all the
Wow.
pirouettes,
Did they
a lot of
just
the expenses. Yeah.
Yeah, they Boone County
thank you,
Parks.
Boone County
Awesome.
Parks?
Yeah. I mean,
exactly.
for the next
And
month, for the next month, they literally work for me. They tell me, they just say what we need, and I tell them what to do.
That's awesome. Having local support makes everything possible.
Yeah.
I hope you guys have a fantastic event. I can't wait to watch.
See you, dude.
Yep. Hope for good weather.
Thank you so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, comment, and share. It really does help us grow.